So this video is going to be crazy, guys. It's going to be very interesting for you because a couple of days back I put a video on my Scram 440's modification, what I've done. This is something like a do-it-yourself where I put my mind and thought and ideas, and then I've executed this, and the output seems to be really well, though I spent a lot of time. So basically this whole Saturday, Sunday, the weekend, I was not at all at home. I was in the garage, I was in the tinkering shop. I've been doing a lot of stuff within the bike, and you won't believe, many people, even including HTRZ mods, when I showed them this mod, they were very happy with the kind of ideology we have implemented to get this particular mod done. So basically I'm taking this video at around 1 a.m. in the night on Sunday, because this is the time where the apartment will be completely silent, people will be sleeping, and it will be easy for me to take the video and there won't be any further disturbance. So just a quick update, guys. I'm moving back to my hometown, which is Chennai, starting 27th. So you know, I've been in Bangalore and been doing a lot of rides here. Now I'm going back to my family, so I'll be leaving to Chennai on 27th, and yeah, with that I'll be a Chennite again from Bangalorean. But had a great time here in Bangalore. Lovely people and lovely experience. We'll ride a lot of times to Bangalore going in the future also. It's not that Bangalore is going to be my center point for connecting most of the north side. So certainly we'll meet, guys. And whenever I'm planning for a trip to Bangalore, I'll keep you guys posted on Insta, so that you guys can also plan and come and we can have a catch up. Oh yes, so that's our Scram 440. You could see it has a completely different look. So basically, he's been the king for me, so I put a crown for the king. That's all I've done. So that's the biggest mod I've done, which is actually the only Scram in India right now with a kind of a rally kit which I've done. Many people, I know you will have questions. Where did I get the kit? Is it a single piece kit? Is it available in the market? No, it is not available in the market, guys. You don't have a rally kit for the Scram 440, but I have made this rally kit, and I spent a lot of time. So basically this Saturday, Sunday, as I said, I was not at all at home. Throughout the weekend, I was outside, either in the garage or in the tinker shop, to get this mod done before my ride, which is scheduled for this upcoming weekend to A-Card. So yeah, I'll quickly show you the overall bike. So basically we spoke about the lights. The lights are already changed to, the Mad Dog is still there, but I've removed the LGP which was on the top next to my headlight, and I put the LGP's floodlights. So I have a beautiful orange tint and a yellow tint. I'll quickly show you the light contrast, how it is and how bright it is. And apart from that, on the front side, we have the regular beak which has been there. The headlight grill is also there. The headlight is, obviously you guys know that I've changed it to a JC's minus light. And apart from that, on the front side I've changed the indicator. So basically there was a subscriber who put a comment saying that why do you still hold normal LED bulb wala indicators. So I converted them to bullet lights. So this particular video basically is for people who do not want a visor but wants an adventure GPS mount to be installed. For them, this is the video. Because I completely do not want visor to be installed in this particular setup. This looks aggressive, this looks nice. People's eyes turn on the road when I go. That is what is much needed, guys. So this is the complete rally kit what I've done. Basically this mount is there, right? This GPS mount. This is actually Himalayan BS4 model GPS kit. So that's the reason you have two holes here and one hole here, which connects to the frame of the Himalayan old model, right? So what I've done is I took this piece to my known person in Bangalore, a tinkering guy, and then I spoke to him and I told him this is what I need. And you won't believe, guys, it took around 7 hours. I was sitting there without even having my food, just running my life with a tea and ideas, that's all. So basically the whole mount has been customized. We have extended it, connected it to these two screws and the points where the headlight sits and the whole dome sits. So that's what we have done. So basically we have connected the grill, there is one, and it's not too heavy also, pretty lightweight only. And when we are doing this, I also wanted the number plate to be, because the number plate will be on the down, but I really wanted to be a different one, different design. So what we did is we did a small metal piece like this. If you can focus, yeah, like this. We attached it to this. We welded with the same single mount, and we screwed it up the number plate here. So this number plate can be removed anytime. This frame can be removed. but this whole system is one single piece right now. So if you see, starting from here, it comes this way, it comes this way, this is one single piece fully. So even I think when we took it to HTI mods and showed them, they were pretty surprised. How did we even do this? That is how it was. Like, it was so amazing. Many people appreciated the idea we have put in. And apart from that, I have this display, right, the CarPlay. We get cameras for it. The problem with it is, like, the camera is mounted in a plastic like this. So if you see here, there's a plastic here, okay? So that is how it is focused. Let me just try to focus this. So this is a plastic. So it's like a double tape velcro, what is there. So I'll show you in sideways. This is how it looks. So basically I do not want this kind of a look in the front. So what I did is, when I'm doing the tinkering work itself, I made a small metal piece tinker here, like the same size was measured with the camera, and then we fixed it. But there's a question, can this camera be removed? Anytime you can remote, you have to remove the system, then you have to just push it and the camera will come out. It's in the perfect angle, so I can little bit adjust it, so I can make it go back a little bit and then tilt it and tilt up if needed. That is how I've given. And so this is the overall setup in the front, and we have the CarPlay here. So basically on the side front, if you see, it looks like a rally kit. Perfect rally kit for, you know, what is being made. So basically in rally kits there will be only two wires coming to the display where you will get all the information. So that's how we made only two wires coming up here. And apart from that, yeah, I made my switches, everything go on the side, make it clean and neat look. That's how it is. Mirrors, obviously many people have been asking about mirrors. So these mirrors are the Napoleon wide angle mirrors. Sexy mirrors, because it has a blue tint, and then during the night the reflection will be very less. And you can get this in Mr. Talaivar shop, which is in Chennai. This came around 2,600 rupees, including the courier charges across different states. It's going to be differing, so please check with the costing. And apart from the stickers, the tank pad, everything is in. I've repainted all these things and then placed it for the trip. And then the saddle stay, the top box. The main part is the top box, because this was a plain top box which I had. So I went to a stickering shop in Bellandur, and he was super amazing. He actually did and executed what I wanted in the top box. Basically, this is the lay flag, and my wife had traveled to Spiti. She got this as a gift for me for my bike, but we know it has a rope. It has a rope, and you see the difference. It's pretty long handlebar, so I can't tie it with that rope, because the rope, if it starts here, it ends here. So what I did was, I wanted to make it a bit creative, so I went ahead and I cut the rope. I put all these Spiti flag here, and the similar way we have two sets, so one set here, and then I brought in the snow-flicked mountains, which is the Spiti and Laul, you know, and Kaza. Everything seems to be like this. So I put like this and put this Be Wild and Wander. So similarly, I have my channel's name in the back, and this time also the same thing. And on the top, because I always wish to travel long, so I have a world map here, then my channel name, which is available. And there's one sticker which was given to my wife by one of the agencies she traveled with. It says, "Cover the earth before it covers you." Such a beautiful statement, which tells us very clearly to travel. So I was pretty happy on that. So apart from that, I think the fog lights are something which is different. The horn is also different, which I've used before. So you would have seen in my past videos. And these are the major this is the major, and that is the major update what I've done. And also the previous videos, I didn't speak about this. I did change my chain sprockets to roll on the gold chain, the brass gold chain. Pull is really well, because I have a great combination of the chain, the BMC filter, and the exhaust, which I have the Red Rooster. So the bike is also powerful now. It can easily climb over terrains and do justice to our travel. So first I'll show you the light throw which comes. So when you sit this way, I'll focus here. So these are the Mad Dog switches. This is the headlight switch. This is the DRL switch, and this is going to be the LGB switch. So first, headlight. So basically during the day, if you see here, there's no DRL as well. During the day, it will be kind of all the electronics towards the headlight will be kind of like switched off. There's no control, so if I need, I can adjust it accordingly. But if I need to just pass, like while going in the daytime, if I need to pass to someone who's coming in the wrong direction, coming fast, I could use this switch to just flash. So look at the brightness on the HJC's headlight, minus headlight, and high beam is also available. And now if I press this button, the headlight gets activated, the dim light. That is, this is the high beam, this is the high beam, low beam, and pass light. Okay, so this is my headlight during the night. Now if I don't want the headlight, again I switched on, everything goes off, it's clear black, no DRL. Now if I specifically want DRL, I press this button, you could see there's a light lit, right? This is the orange DRL, this is the white DRL. So how the DRL will look is, if I switch this on, this is how it look. It looks like a minus, so this is how it looks. And yeah, I can use it according to my need. So these are the Mad Dog dimmer switch. So what I have installed here, we can use this as well. So basically the moment I press this, so this covers a lot of area, guys, on the bottom on the road. So basically I have tilted the Mad Dog, which is like on the top like this. I've tilted and put it down so that I cover the bottom region of the road, so that I get the wide angle coverage. Okay, and in the same switch I do have option to flash. So this flash is very decent, like you can see it's not so impactful to the eyes on the operator person, but I do have another weapon to hit people where when they come with full high bright, when we dip and dim also, if they don't do, then I have a punishment for them. I'll show you that eventually. So this is one there, and we can reduce the brightness also. So the moment I press this, so I can reduce the brightness. So the brightness control also is in the same on the top button. So you press this and increases, you could see the brightness decreasing. So this is what it is. Now coming to the switch is done, coming to the LGP switch, pretty awesome. So here, this is the wide angle upper area coverage what I get. This is only one light, so basically I can remove the cover so it becomes white. Same with Mad Dog, I can remove the cover and it becomes white light. I have a flasher. Again, these are for people who actually flashes on us and come with high beam. The best part is the indicators, which one of the subscriber asked. I made him happy. So this is bullet indicators, a very pointy one but very clear and bright. It looks pretty awesome. So you could see the bullet indicators here, very small and unique, and it looks really nice as well. And this is the rear portion of the indicator. This is the rear portion of the indicator, and then I hit the brakes. This is something very special, many people have been asking. The brake light for my tank top box. So this is very special, the brake lights for my top box. This is something which people have been asking, how did I do it? So yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and if you have any doubts on the GPS mount, do reach out to me in Insta, and also you can put your comment here. I'll be able to help you out with what is needed exactly for your bike and what is the best view your bike can have, when you install the best mods, for it. So see you in the next video, guys. Until then, take care, bye bye, and sayonara.